I am sharing something a little bit personal with you today. As many of you know, I've been going through, evacuating our home because of the fires and all of that fun stuff. Jason and I have slept in 5 beds over the last 7 nights, and having to evacuate our home as the fires pushed us out, we had to find places to stay, and we really didn't know what was next. We didn't know if we would have a home. We didn't know if we would have any belongings. Everything was just a big question mark. The only thing we knew is that we needed to find shelter. So we stayed everywhere from friends' living rooms to motels because all the hotels were full. All the options were gone because everyone was evacuating and trying to find a place to stay. They had the same challenges we had, so most hotels were sold out. Some nights we were in like really shady motels. Right now we're in this beautiful home, and we've stayed in everything in between. What I have realized through sleeping in so many different beds and having so much change and fluctuation over these last 10 days is that there's a place inside of me that is unchangeable. There's a place inside of me that is ever available and always exuding peace and calm, like a sanctuary, the real home that never leaves. It can't be burned down, it can't be foreclosed, it can never go away. And what I am seeing right now, and this is the personal piece, is something exquisite. Through a series of miraculous events, Jason and I are actually staying in the house, my ex-boyfriend's house, my ex-partner's house, the man I nearly married, who I was living that life with. If you guys know my book, The Diamond Process, and my videos, you know that for many years I was living this perfect life, and I was miserable inside, which is what led me to leave my life in Los Angeles and find myself, heal my heart, go to the Redwoods and really face off with myself. And the life that I left behind is actually the house I'm in right now. So through this strange series of events, my beautiful soul friend and ex-partner has invited Jason, Stella, our kitty cat, and I to stay at his home and to give us shelter. It's sort of miraculous, as you guys can imagine, living the life I'm living right now, but being placed in my old environment, the perfect, and I'll show you guys where I'm at, the perfect environment that I used to live in when I was so miserable on the inside. I couldn't even appreciate, the private jets and the beautiful home and the chef cooking our meals and like this extraordinary lifestyle, because I was so disconnected from who I truly am, right? Now to be back here 8 years later in the life that I used to live is really an extraordinary thing, because I am actually here. I'm actually able to enjoy it. And you know what? I was actually able to enjoy the motels. The last 10 days have proven to me that the inner work I've been doing and the diamond process and everything I share with you guys, mindfulness, presence, it works. And as I sit here, and I'll show you a little bit where I am right now. As I sit here with this gorgeous view in this beautiful house, the place I used to call home. The ocean is there. I don't know if you can see that, but what I'm realizing right now is that the struggles that I went through after living this life with this pool and the hot tub and the whole thing, those very struggles are what actually led to the rising of who I truly am. That period in my life where I was so miserable actually taught me, and all the challenges that followed that, like moving back to Los Angeles after I was healing in the Redwoods. I moved to LA, and it was the hardest thing I ever did. I was very sensitive and working 3 jobs and just trying to get back on my feet, and I had not a dime to my name, and I was just trying to make ends meet. From like 2009, especially through 2011, it was really, really hard. And the only reason I am who I am today is because of that hard time. I really want you to hear this. This is why I'm making this video. I was in the bath here last night. My older self remembering my younger self who used to live here and how my head would be spinning in that bath, how I couldn't even be enjoying the luxury that I was living at the time. I couldn't enjoy any of it because I was so stuck in this negative, dark thoughts and self-consciousness and all the crap in my head. And cut to 8 or 9 years later, sitting in the same bath as who I am today. And all I could feel was calm and peace, trust, even in the face of these fires, even in the face of all this unknown. I attribute this transformation to one thing. I didn't give up. I had no idea if I would ever find peace or happiness, but something in me pushed me to keep going. I did not take my life. I did not give up. Even though, you guys, I wanted to quit 1,000 times and I didn't think I was capable. I didn't think I could do it. I didn't think I was able to stand on my own 2 feet and find my way in life, and especially find my own financial stability. For some reason, that was a very big piece for me, you know, without having to lean on somebody else to supply me. I never really believed that I could have a thriving business and love what I do. It's incredible to see the woman I've become in relationship, in business, in community, in health, in all areas of my life. The main nugget I want you to take from this video is that the only reason I am living the life that and I don't mean the outer life. My outer life is fantastic, but I mean this, my mind, my heart, my soul, living a life that feels true to my soul and being at peace each step of the way. The only reason is because I kept going. I had no light at the end of the tunnel. I had no proof that things would work out in my life, but I kept going. And through that fire, something little bit by little bit, by bit, I'd breathe a little more deeply. I could trust myself more fully. Each time that I went through something challenging, I'd go into self-care, I'd go into the inner work, self-love, the diamond process. And bit by bit, I was chiseling away, all of the limitations that were encasing the diamond that I am. The only reason I share this with you is because there is a diamond inside of you. You are a diamond. You are a beautiful, valuable, essential gift on our planet. And I will make these videos again and again and again until every person I can possibly touch remembers that the challenges that you're facing are not here to destroy you. They are here to liberate you if you keep going. If you're kind to yourself in the process, if you're compassionate, if you drop perfectionism, which was a huge one for me, right? Through these fires, I had moments of being pissed, my heart closed, shutting down, snapping at Jason. And, you know, instead of beating myself up, I was like, wow, can I be compassionate with myself, that I'm human? And then make things right, and then, you know, come back around and just share, you know, I'm doing my best. And, you know, so those were little moments here and there. And it's not about being perfect. It's about how forgiving can you be of yourself? How kind can you show up towards yourself so that you can then also be compassionate with others? May you know that whatever you're facing in your life, you will see, if you keep going, the woman or man that you know you're here to be will rise. It's a miracle, you guys, to be here. I feel like God, Spirit, Source gave me a gift. It was the only place we had to go. My ex-partner, you know, reaching his hand out to us and welcoming us into his home. There's no mistake that we're here, because it's like everything has come full circle. And what I would like to do actually is take you guys into the room where I made my very first YouTube video. I thought that would be really cool. So from this beautiful house where I used to live, I don't even know, this room might be a mess because we're working out of here, but this is the room and this is the little garden. I used to my old office, but this little desk, this is the room I made my very first YouTube video from. Right here, you guys. This is where it all started. Ah! Can you believe it? It's like... This journey would not be the journey that it is without the struggle, without the pain, without the suffering, without the falling and the getting back up, right? That's what makes life, you guys. That's what makes life so freaking beautiful. Thank you so much for being on this journey with me. Thank you so much for loving me and trusting me and hearing me share all these years. And I pray that my being is evidence that no matter where you are right now, no matter what's going on in your life, no matter what challenges you're going through, there is a you, there is a diamond you inside that just needs a little fire to birth. So if you are going through a fire, say thank you. Rather than, what's wrong with me? Why is this happening to me? You might say, to the invisible mystery, the hand that's orchestrating all of this, thank you for giving me a chance to show myself and life what I'm truly made of. Fires are not meant to burn you, they're meant to birth you. And that's exactly what life in her amazing glory is consistently doing, whether we like it or not. All right, my friends, all my love from paradise, and I'm not meaning where we are here. This is paradise, gorgeous, gorgeous place that we're at, but I mean paradise. Keep going, keep breathing, and keep trusting. All of you who have prayed for us and sent light to us, thank you. Thank you. May you feel that light coming back to you 100-fold.